So give thanks to God today. Or at the least, if you're not sick, give praise to God for that. You can hear the pain in my voice. I gotta go to a tryout later. You know what I'm saying? You can hear this, be like, yo, thank God I'm not sick. I'm not snotty. I'm not coffee. I'm not him. You know, thank God for that. Thank God for your immune system. Just give more praise to God for everything He did for you. All right, how you guys doing today? We about to hop into a little reaction. The first things first, though, just make sure you like that video, man. Hit a little exit full screen, scroll a bit, like it, and then screen it back up. You feel me? So I'm not gonna lie, I started the day off, I was speaking perfectly fine. Halfway through the day, my voice just decides I don't really want to sound natural. So, I was a little bit sick. I don't know. I think I just, sore throat, some sniffles, whatever, because I didn't sleep with like my face covered, because that's how I get sick a little bit. So my voice decided to go out today. I don't really know. Other than that, I'm not too bad. But I wanted to watch a video, right? Because yesterday we were on Proverbs 3 and we were talking about how it'll bring wellness to your body to trust in the wisdom of the Lord. And because I'm also sick, I want to see how the body self heals just to give thanks to God. Because yesterday when I was praying too, I just felt the compulsion to really say, God, I just want to thank you. Like, usually I do my prayer is standard, but yesterday I really was like, God, I just want to thank you. And I started lifting off all the things I was grateful for, and that was as limited to I can move. I have all five of my senses. And not only do some people not have them, I'm blessed enough to have all five of them at once. So I wanted to pull up this video on how the body heals itself just to get a little bit deeper into God's like design. Got this little video from Ted Ed. Why is it so hard to get the common cold? Because I'm just sure that that's really what I have. I swear, I think I don't swear. I'm sorry. I think the last time we watched the Ted Ed video, my video got like restricted or whatever. So I don't really care. We still gonna react to it. They can do what they gotta do. We watching this to love and thank God for His beautiful design. So let's check it out.
In 2000, a company called Viropharma ran clinical trials of pleconaril, a new pill designed to treat the common cold. In many patients, the pill helped, but in 7 of them, just a few days into the treatment, researchers found mutated virus variants that were almost completely resistant to pleconaril. Now, viruses are always mutating, but this one mutated so quickly that it managed to outmaneuver years of research and development in just a few days. If you didn't have an immune system and caught a cold, the infection would quickly spread deep into your lungs. Rampant viral replication would destroy tissue there until your lungs couldn't supply your body with enough oxygen and you'd asphyxiate. Unfortunately, for millions of people around the world who live with a less than fully functional immune system or who are on immunosuppressant drugs, this is a real risk. Quote-unquote minor infections can turn serious or even deadly. But if you're fortunate enough to have a fully functional immune system, a cold will probably give you a few relatively mild symptoms. On average, adults catch more than 150 colds throughout their lives, and despite the fact that the symptoms are similar, the cause could be different each time. Common colds are caused by at least 8 different families of virus, each of which can have its own species and subtypes. How can so many different viruses cause the same illness? Well, viruses can only invade our bodies in a few ways. One is to come in on a breath. And we have to breathe, so our immune system sets up a bunch of frontline defenses, and these are actually what produce many of the symptoms of a cold. Your mucousy dripping nose is your immune system trapping and flushing out virus. Your fever is your immune system raising your body temperature to slow down viral replication. And your inflamed, everything, that's your immune system widening your blood vessels and recruiting its white blood cell army to help kill the virus. So if the common cold is caused by many different viruses, is a cure even possible? Here's one fact in our favor. A single family of viruses causes 30 to 50% of all colds, rhinovirus. If we could eliminate all rhinovirus infections, we'd be a long way towards curing the common cold. There are 2 main ways to fight a virus: vaccines and antiviral drugs. The first attempt to create a rhinovirus vaccine was a success, but a short-lived one. In 1957, William Price vaccinated 50 kids with inactivated rhinovirus and gave 50 others a placebo. Soon afterwards, a rhinovirus outbreak spread throughout the kids. In the vaccinated group, only 3 got sick. In the placebo group, 23 did, almost 8 times as many. And despite the small numbers, this was promising. the immune systems of vaccinated kids were successfully recognizing and responding to rhinovirus. But later trials of the vaccine showed no protection at all, none. This wasn't Price's fault. No one at the time knew that rhinovirus had multiple subtypes. Price's vaccine, for reasons we don't fully understand, didn't provide broad protection, meaning it was only effective against one or maybe a few subtypes of rhinovirus, out of 169 subtypes and counting. Sometimes when we make a vaccine, we get lucky. The mRNA COVID vaccines, for example, effectively protect us against severe disease and death across the original virus and variants too. But we have yet to create a broadly protective vaccine against rhinovirus or any other virus that causes the common cold. Okay, what about antiviral drugs? Viruses hijack human cellular machinery to replicate and spread. So it's hard to make a molecule that's toxic to the virus without also being toxic to the human. And even if you manage to do that, the virus could mutate out of reach of the drug. Viruses are slippery beasts. We have, though, had some incredible successes. We eradicated smallpox thanks to an effective vaccine, the fact that it can't hide out in other species, and its relatively low mutation rate. HIV, on the other hand, mutates so quickly that in an untreated individual, every possible single-letter mutation in the virus's genetic code could, in theory, be produced in a single day. Despite trying for decades, we still don't have a vaccine, but we do have an effective cocktail of HIV drugs that the virus can't easily mutate away from. Unfortunately, we are stuck with colds for now, but the last few decades have featured some entirely game-changing medical breakthroughs like mRNA vaccines and CRISPR. CRISPR could be particularly promising as an antiviral agent because it originally evolved in bacteria as an immune defense against viruses. In fact, early in the COVID-19 pandemic, a research team showed that a CRISPR system could degrade coronavirus and influenza genomes in our lung cells. They called their system Prophylactic Antiviral CRISPR in Human Cells, or for short, Pac-Man.
So how exactly do vaccines work, and how much better can they get? Learn more with these videos.
So one thing that really stuck with me was at the beginning when he said, if you're fortunate to have a working immune system, right? Not fortunate, we're blessed enough by God to have a fully functioning immune system. And even then, we're blessed enough that his design is so good that he calculated that into our design, bro. These white blood cells, these antibodies, these defense mechanisms like our mucus, our saliva. If you didn't know, your saliva also kills some germs on the intake. You know, so he said it's in through the breath. So your boogers in your nose, they kill germs. That saliva on your tongue, it kills germs. Shoot, your earwax might even, who knows? I wasn't even lying to you guys when I said my voice is dead. Like, my voice gave out, bro. It's crazy because I'm not even like coughing like that. I don't have that much. I don't think I have any phlegm in my throat. You know, there might be some backed up phlegm in my nose, but like all in all, bro, my voice just like gave out. Maybe I did too much talking earlier than my voice was able to, but I don't know. Either way, I think this is just beautiful, man. God's creation is so beautiful. His design is so vast, and these are just the small things we don't even think about on a day-to-day basis, right? They'd say they be making the memes that's like, when you sick, you think about all the times you weren't sick and how you took it for granted. Bro, we don't even think about our immune system like that. We don't think about our white blood cells and all that. And even when this was happening, I was like, all this stuff is unconscious. Your inflammatory things when you get sick. Like I said, it's your blood cells expanding to let, or your blood vessels expanding to let the white blood cells through. Your body does this automatically. You don't even think about it. And if you really think about that, I don't know how people could believe in evolution and all that. With our soul and our consciousness, they don't have a reason for that. We don't control every aspect of our body. It's like our body's running on autopilot, and our soul gets to control it. Our desires, everything like that gets to control it. Because you can't take the soul out of a body, right? Somebody's alive, but their soul might not be there or something, like a vegetable, right? Their body's awake, it's alive, it's functioning. So how do you declassify the two? There's the body and there's the soul. There's the spirit, the energy, right? That leads it, our consciousness, all that type of stuff. There's no like, it's all God, bro. It's all God. So give thanks to God today. At the least, if you're not sick, give praise to God for that. You can hear the pain in my voice. I got to go to a tryout later. You know what I'm saying? You can hear this. Be like, yo, thank God I'm not sick. I'm not snotty. I'm not coughing. I'm not him. Thank God for that. Thank God for your immune system. Just give more praise to God for everything he did for you. All right. That's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys have yourselves fantastic the rest of your day. Peace.